strategies to develop your career. Enjoy. Hi, everyone. So, you guys asked, you guys bothered me. I have procrastinated this for like over 3 years. People are asking me, when are you starting a podcast? When are you doing this for Employment Wednesdays? I was like, I don't know, guys. I'm clueless. But finally, I've decided to take on the podcasting journey. So you are welcome to the first season, the first episode as well of Employment Wednesdays, right? So if you don't know what Employment Wednesday is about, I'm going to tell you what it's about. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabango. I am an LLB graduate from the University of Johannesburg, and I mastered in banking law. I'm currently a specialist in labor law. So you can already tell with the mix of my introduction, there was a lot going on with my career journey because, I mean, who does their LLB, master in banking, specialize in labor, and is into the YouTube space and is actually a creative as well? You can imagine what that looks like, right? So, like, I don't know if you guys know the scripture, Hosea 4, verse 6, that says, "My people perish because of the lack of knowledge." That is the founding scripture of Employment Wednesdays. I almost perished my career before it actually started because I wasn't aware. I didn't know what to do with myself. I just woke up one day and I was like, I'm going to study law. And I thought becoming a lawyer meant you're just going to walk into court after your degree, only to get a rude awakening in my third year when I was told that I needed to serve articles. And then I thought, maybe it's something that the government offers. You know, maybe the institution is going to allocate me to a law firm, only to realize that I actually have to find articles for myself, guys. And I knew that was going to be hard. I was placed at a disadvantage because most of my friends were actually already signed big firms. I wanted to work for a big firm. A lot of big firms had already hired like 2 years in advance. So it meant that I was going to struggle to get articles. And I was right. I struggled to get articles. In my third year, started searching for articles. I put out CVs, guys. Literally, I've put out over 200 CVs. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. I have sat on yellow pages searching for law firms in different places in South Africa. I have traveled to do VEC work. I did my VEC work in Cape Town. I actually got a job in Cape Town when I was about to move. I got an opportunity to actually stay in Joburg. So there's a lot of things, a lot of sacrifices I had to do to actually get to being an admitted attorney. And had I known better, I wasn't going to go through the sacrifices. Had I known better, it was not going to be as hard, right? So as I'm looking for articles, the journey is hard and all of that. Then I decided I'm not going to rust my mind. I enrolled for a master's in banking law. And I chose banking law because I love money. I love understanding how numbers work. You know, I love understanding where the money goes, where it comes from, how it's generated, and all of that. So banking was my safest option, right? Did my master's in banking, and fortunately, in my first year of my master's, I finally got articles after a lot of struggle, right? And I'm still not as informed what it takes to be an attorney in South Africa, or what it takes to be a lawyer, or what I could actually do with my law degree. So I get articles. When I get into my articles, I get the shock of my life. I needed to do PLT. What is PLT? Practical legal training. I didn't know. I didn't have an idea about it. And then I get another shock. I needed to do 4 board exams, the hardest, if you ask me. I don't care if the accounting students are going to come here and say their exams are harder, but I kid you not, board exams are the hardest exams you can ever write. Like, literally, they will traumatize you. Ask people that have had to write ethics over 3 times. And I'm talking about people that cum laude their degrees. I'm not talking about general people. Like, you know, so I go through all of that, and all of these things are actually a shock to me. You know, they are a big shock to me because I'm like, what is going on? How come I didn't know about this, right? So then I took it upon myself to actually start Employment Wednesdays. I actually started Employment Wednesdays during the process of searching for articles, during the process of finding my feet within my career, or finding myself within the legal space, because I didn't know what to do. So I start Employment Wednesdays. I start conversations with people in different careers, right, where they shared their stories. They shared how they got to where they were at that particular time. Then I realized that there's actually a very big gap between graduates and between students in universities and the workplace and their career options, right? Then I was like, you know what, let me start a platform that's going to create conversation, that's going to educate, and that's going to provide access to opportunity. And that's also going to be a bridge of that gap that is actually between the workspace, access to opportunity, and access to and ideas on how to choose the correct career options and a student, because many times we study for the sake of it. I've heard people say they had to go to school so that they could just finish school. But how about a situation whereby you're fully aware of a degree that you're going into, and you know whether or not there are job opportunities, and you know whether or not you're going to get a job? So Employment Wednesday is going to provide that. It's going to create conversation, and wherever possible, it's going to create opportunities where people get access to different career advice, career strategies, and career tips to help them actually transition between your high school into university, from university into the workplace, because many times we miss it there. I think I was really traumatized at the fact that I had to go into the workplace and I had to sort of fight to get a job. Like, I had to be creative about getting a job. And me getting a job wasn't even a one-man job. I had my dad drop off CVs at different places. I had my previous principal help me print out over 100 CVs. I had people drop CVs for me. That's how hard it was to get a job. And I don't think it was going to be as hard if I knew what it took to be an attorney, if I was fully informed, if I knew that I needed to start work in the first year, I needed to start work in the first year, or I needed to prepare for board exams in time. Like, had I been fully aware or fully prepared, I think things would have been better. So Employment Wednesdays wants to serve as a purpose, or is going to serve as a platform that actually gives you the advice you need. It gives you the strategy you need. It gives you the information you need to actually progress and develop your career. So I really hope that it changes lives. And yeah, and I'm also going to have a special series, because I'm very passionate about law graduates and law students. I'm going to have a special series titled Law Without Borders, where we're going to tackle specifically careers that you can do with your law degree, since there's an assumption that you can only either be an attorney or an advocate. So I really hope you guys enjoy this platform. It's a safe space. If you've got questions, you're welcome to DM the page on Instagram, Employment Wednesdays. You're welcome to send in your questions. You're welcome to send in your concerns, but I'm just here to serve as that bridge from your university information to the actual workplace, or to how you actually access these opportunities that we need, because unemployment rate is a global issue. It's a global pandemic, and we all have to play our part in trying to eradicate unemployment, in trying to reduce the number of unemployment. And we can all do that by just simply sharing information, helping each other draft CVs correctly, helping each other access opportunities and access opportunities and information. And Employment Wednesdays is going to do that for you. And I think one of the most valuable lessons I've learned in trying to build this platform is that if you have information, you are actually a step ahead compared to a person that doesn't know anything or that doesn't have any information. And had I just known better earlier, I would have been in a different position. But now, because I'm in a better position to share and all of that, so I want the next person to position themselves correctly for their career, for their growth, whatever that looks like, because also now we live in hard times that you can't just choose a career option because, I just want to be a doctor. But you have to consider, are there jobs in that space? What's the promotion rate? What am I going to get out of it? Am I going to be able to impact other people as well? Because people do know that there's philosophical degrees and there's professional degrees. But now we find a high number of people still doing philosophical degrees, and they still cry out with unemployment and all of that. So Employment Wednesdays is going to provide you with all the information in that regard, all your career strategies, all your career tips. And I really pray that you enjoy it. And I want you to always remember that as you search for a job, as you search for your next career opportunity, you are not alone. You are gracefully anchored, and we are with you. And don't forget to share with your friends. I can't wait to host different people. And share our experiences with you guys. See you in the next episode. God bless you.